Suicide is a tough topic, but the Washington County Reach for Hope Suicide Prevention Coalition wants you to know that there is always hope. We are a caring community reaching out to provide compassion and hope for a community free of suicide. In the next half hour, we'll talk with community partners to identify risk factors, raise awareness, and discuss prevention strategies. Hello, and thank you for joining me on another edition of Reach for Hope, where there's always hope. Now, my guest today is a woman who knows that all too well. With me is Shirley Madrigal, who is the Southern Utah Program Coordinator for the Latino Behavioral Health Services here in St. George. And we're also, joining us today is a special guest, Pedro Magdiel, I've said your name wrong, Magdiel, who operates the One radio station and is on the morning show and is going to help out with our translation and interpretation for through our Hispanic population today. Welcome to both of you, and thank you, Pedro, for helping us with this show. First of all, Shirley, give us a little background about where you are from and what you do right now.
Hola, buenas tardes. Muchas gracias por la invitación. Mi nombre es Shirley Madrigal, soy mexicana, originaria del estado de Guerrero y actualmente trabajo en Latino Behavioral Health Services como coordinadora de programas. También acabo de formar un grupo de ballet folclórico que se llama Ballet Folclórico Anayansi, donde mi hija y yo estamos enseñando ballet folclórico regional mexicano, además de ser creadora de un centro comunitario Anayansi, donde damos clases y talleres a mujeres en el área de crecimiento y desarrollo personal en Salt Lake City, Latino y aquí en St. George. Y la razón es brindar apoyo y ayuda a la comunidad a través de Latino Behavioral Health Services aquí en St. George. Como mentor certificada del Estado, doy mentorías en el área de salud mental y emocional.
Okay, well, the translation will be, her name is Shirley Madrigal. She's from Mexico, from the state of Guerrero, and she's working as of right now for the Latino Behavioral Health Services for the state of Utah. She works as a program coordinator. And also, she just created a dance group. It's like a traditional Mexican dance group where her daughter and herself practice. And, the name of that group is Anayasi, and it's in a community center, correct? ¿Hacen eso en un centro comunitario?
No. Lo hacemos en un edificio LDS que nos están facilitando las instalaciones.
They use a LDS building to do the practices. And, there is a group of women who contribute to the community through classes and workshops for personal growth and development in the city of Salt Lake City, as well as Layton and St. George. So they're pretty busy people.
Yeah, that's awesome. So then what sort of assistance do you offer the Latino community on how many people and how many people would you say you help out on a monthly basis in our community here when it comes to mental health?
Le está preguntando que nos cuente un poquito de qué son las cosas que usted hace como para la comunidad latina. ¿Cuáles tipos de asistencia están otorgando para ayudar a la comunidad latina?
Actualmente a través de Latino Behavioral estamos ofreciendo mentorías individuales de pareja y familia. También estamos ofreciendo grupos de apoyo para la persona con una condición emocional o mental diagnosticada o no diagnosticada. Es decir, cuando decimos no diagnosticada es porque la persona dice, me siento triste, tengo depresión, y diagnosticada es cuando van con un doctor y les dice el doctor, ¿tienes depresión o tienes ansiedad?
Well, they're doing, help to the Latino community through aid whenever they have this condition of depression diagnosed. So I'm a little lost with this. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. So is there a large population that there are being treated?
Hay una grande comunidad que está siendo tratada en este momento. Los números son bastantes de personas que están utilizando sus servicios.
Realmente sí. Dentro de lo que es la comunidad latina, sí hemos tenido un número muy elevado. No puedo saber con exactitud porque pues estamos en diferentes áreas, pero realmente sí el número de latinos que ha buscado los servicios de salud mental sí ha sido alto.
There is a great population among the Latino community who has seek aid, help through these programs.
Yeah, so she probably doesn't have any exact numbers on that, but so how difficult is it for Latinos and to reach out for help? Are there good resources here, and is there like a stigma that goes along with that?
¿Hay algún estigma que se esté desarrollando con la comunidad latina para pedir este tipo de ayuda, donde no estén pues pidiendo la ayuda necesaria para poder ser tratados en estas condiciones?
Realmente sí hay un estigma y es el estigma al que dirán, qué va a decir mi esposa, qué va a decir mi familiar. Si yo les digo que me siento triste o que me siento con ansiedad, entonces tenemos miedo más que todo al que dirán. Ese es el gran estigma que existe en nuestra comunidad latina.
There is a great stigma among the Latino community to, being afraid to express what they feel to their husbands or wives or relatives. She said that that's one of the biggest stigmas, to express their feelings and, try to seek for help.
Yeah. And so knowing that, I understand that you have a story to share of your own, of what you've gone through with that, how it's different from your country and our country here. Can you tell us about your attempt then to take your own life at one time?
Que hay una historia, que es su historia personal, que en una ocasión quiso tomar su propia vida, cometer suicidio.
Sí.
Yes.
Es una larga historia, pero voy a tratar de resumirlo. Yo mi primer intento de suicidio lo tuve entre los 7 y 9 años, hasta donde recuerdo, y yo intenté saltar de la azotea. Ese fue mi primer intento de suicidio. Después de ahí, en las diferentes etapas de mi vida, como en la juventud, en la época de lo que es la secundaria, la prepa, la universidad también, y también como adulto, fue que tuve intento de suicidio. Y mi último intento de suicidio fue hace 15 años, cuando yo le dije a mi esposo que tenía pensamientos de morir, de ya no querer vivir, y él inmediatamente buscó ayuda y fui a terapia, y el terapista me refirió con un psiquiatra, y ahí fue donde comencé mi diagnóstico y mi tratamiento, que fue depresión severa, ansiedad e intento de suicidio.
Well, her story is a little long. She said that her first attempt to commit suicide was when she was 7 or 9 years old. She was going to jump from a rooftop, but actually she didn't do it because her grandmother called her. And actually, she had several attempts. Approximately like 15 years ago was her last attempt. And she was talking to her husband, and he about her thoughts, suicidal thoughts, and he seek help immediately. And is when she was referred to a psychiatrist, and right there is where she began treatment for her diagnosis of severe depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts.
Well, it was a good thing that your husband was there and that you were stopped by your grandmother. It's almost like it came from up above, right?
Yes.
So were you a little bit hesitant to reach out for that help, and how did you manage to bounce back from this?
¿Tuvo algún pensamiento de no buscar ayuda? ¿Se sintió insegura al preguntar por ayuda, pedir ayuda?
No, no me sentí insegura, simplemente pasó por mi mente esto que estoy pensando no está bien, lo comuniqué a mi esposo y como dices tú, afortunadamente él me escuchó y sin preguntar más buscó la ayuda para mí.
She didn't hesitate. Actually, she was a little afraid, but that was a good thing that, like you said, she asked for help to her husband first, and he didn't judge her or do anything wrong about it. Instead, he was looking for help, and that was a good thing.
Yeah. So what then advice, let's see where I'm at on my script here. I don't want to get too far off. How can we talk about resilience then when we talk about bouncing back? It isn't something that can really be taught. But over time we learn how to experience things as we go through them that allows us to become stronger and move forward. How do we build that?
Ahora con la resiliencia que tienes, que has mostrado, ¿cómo puedes tú ayudar a que esto no vuelva a pasar contigo y también a ayudar a otras personas? ¿Crees que se pueda enseñar a otras personas a tener la misma resiliencia y a tener el mismo coraje para estar aquí?
Realmente sí se puede. Y algo que yo siempre he dicho y a las personas que acuden a mí, les digo, el trabajo más difícil es el trabajo con uno mismo.
She said that it is possible to have resilience, be resilient about this, and you can teach others to be resilient and to seek for help. She said that you can actually help because the work is the work that you have to do with yourself first.
Is this why you got into your line of work?
¿Es por eso por lo que usted ha buscado este tipo de trabajo?
Realmente así como buscarlo, no, pero me doy cuenta que si yo pude salir adelante, si yo soy una sobreviviente de suicidio, creo que lo pueden hacer. Sin duda alguna, cada situación es diferente, pero cuando ponemos de nosotros mismos para poder disfrutar de la vida, disfrutar de la familia y no ahogarnos, porque yo digo que nosotros los suicidas tenemos una cárcel de emociones que no sabemos cómo expresar. Y cuando encontramos la manera de hacerlo, vemos la vida de otra forma.
She wasn't looking for a job or for a work because she is a survivor of suicide. But she said that it's important for you to kind of like overcome these kind of things. This has helped her. And of course, when you realize how beautiful is life and you can enjoy your family, you can enjoy life itself, you can use that as a resource to help others. And that's the reason why she's doing what she's doing right now.
Y antes, la depresión no le llamaban depresión.
And she said before she said this is that we have a prison of thoughts within us, and that's what she said, that sometimes those thoughts make her feel bad, and it's important to let them out so that way she doesn't feel that anymore. Helping people is important, ¿verdad?
That's very good. I like to help people too. That's why we're here on this show today, to reach out to others that might be out there and hear your story. So thank you very much for sharing. Can you talk about the kinds of tools that you might use if you go back into that dark place to get back out, to help you get rid of that feeling? Or do you have to go to a counselor? How do you speak out, or what tools can people use?
¿Puedes decirnos qué tipo de herramientas o qué tipo de cosas utilizas para cuando vas a esos pensamientos oscuros de suicidio, puedas salir de ahí y puedas estar nuevamente bien? ¿Qué tipo de cosas recomiendas a las personas que utilicen, o qué recursos pueden utilizar para que, si alguna persona tiene pensamientos suicidas, puedan salir de ahí?
Hay muchas herramientas que se pueden utilizar. Entre ellas, algo que a mí me funciona es la meditación.
Hay muchas herramientas que se pueden utilizar. Ella utiliza mucho la meditación. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be translating, right?
It's okay.
That happened to
I
happen to us all the time.
Meditation. I heard meditation.
Yes, she says that one of the main things that she uses as a resource is meditation. That's one of the tools that she uses.
Aromaterapia,
Aromatherapy,
yoga, ejercicio,
exercise, very important.
comer saludable,
Eat healthy,
tomar agua
drink a lot of water,
y dormir de 6 a 8 horas.
and sleep very well from 6 to 8 hours daily.
Oh, those are very good advice.
Esos son buenos consejos.
I do that when I'm sick too.
Ella lo hace cuando está enferma también.
Sí, ayudan mucho.
That helps a lot.
Yeah. What would you say then to someone who is struggling and maybe considered taking their own life?
¿Qué le dirías o qué le aconsejarías a una persona que está pensando en suicidarse?
Le diría lo que una vez le dije a mi hermano.
She will say what she said to her brother one time.
Este momento que estás viviendo ahora
This moment that you're living right now,
va a pasar.
it will pass.
No va a durar.
It's not going to be forever.
Y que la vida es tan hermosa,
And the life is so beautiful,
a pesar de las pruebas,
even though the struggles of life,
de los retos,
all the challenges,
de los problemas,
all the problems,
que vale la pena vivir
it's worth it to be alive.
y que quitarse la vida
And that committing suicide
no es la mejor solución.
is not the best solution.
Que solo necesitamos
We just need
dejar salir nuestros sentimientos
let our feelings free go out,
porque estamos presos
because we are in a prison,
en nuestra propia jaula emocional.
in our own emotional cage or jail per se.
So we need to reach out and talk to someone to get that off, to get out of that
Entonces
prison.
tenemos que hablar con alguien para poder sacar esos pensamientos de esa prisión.
Sí,
Yes, we need to talk to someone.
sí, un consejero,
A
Tera-
counselor,
terapista,
a therapist,
psicólogo
a psychologist,
y un buen amigo.
and a good friend.
I like that. The good friend is awesome. My dog is my best friend. He did not a very good listener, though.
Que es importante tener un buen amigo. En el caso de ella, su perrito es su mejor amigo, que no escucha muy bien.
Yeah. What can we do as community members, neighbors, friends, relatives, or even strangers in the general public to help others who may be struggling or thinking about thoughts of ideation of suicide?
¿Qué podemos hacer con nuestros vecinos, nuestros amigos, las personas de nuestra comunidad para pues hacerlos conscientes de este problema de personas que se suicidan?
Lo primero es tomar en serio las palabras de la persona y no ignorarlo.
The first thing is take seriously when somebody told you that they're trying to commit suicide, and never ignore those words.
Por ejemplo, si alguien les dice, no quiero vivir, me voy a matar, esta vida no me gusta,
For example, if somebody told you, I don't want to leave, I want to kill myself, I don't like this life,
preguntar directamente,
ask directly.
¿estás pensando en suicidarte?
Are you thinking about committing suicide?
¿Estás pensando en quitarte la vida?
Are you thinking about taking your own life?
¿Tienes algún plan?
Do you have a plan?
Nosotros, es decir, a quienes estamos escuchando, tomar acción y buscar la ayuda.
We, the people that are actually listening, take action is important and look for help.
Buscar los servicios
Look for the services
y asegurarnos que la persona
and make sure that this person
esté tranquila y a salvo.
is calm and safe.
Y si es posible,
And if it's possible,
no dejarla sola.
don't let them be alone.
Very good words. Very good words. Where can the Latino community then find help through the Latino behavioral health?
Entonces, ¿en dónde la comunidad latina puede encontrar estos recursos de ayuda?
Estamos aquí en San George. Estamos en el mismo edificio de Usara. Y también pueden llamarnos a nuestro número, que es 801.
They're here. They're in a building. ¿Cómo se llama el edificio?
Usara.
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 Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
And they're here in St. George in that building, or they can call to this other number, which is, I don't know what it is.
You have a phone number?
801-935-4447.
Otra vez, 801.
935-4447.
Okay, the number will be 801-935-4442.
Esas son las oficinas
That's the number for the offices.
de Latino Behavioral en Salt Lake City.
Latino Behavioral in Salt Lake City.
Y aquí en San George,
And here in St. George,
el número es
the phone number is
435
435
313
313
1265.
1265.
Great. And is there a website where they can go to?
¿Hay alguna página de internet a donde puedan ir?
Sí,
Yes.
latinobehavioral.org.
Great.
LatinoBehavioral.org.
Do you have any last final thoughts you would like to leave about how you feel, why you do what you do, and how people should listen to what you've gone through to learn from?
¿Le gustaría compartir unos últimos pensamientos para poder expresar sus sentimientos y también saber expresar en dónde las personas pueden buscar este tipo de ayuda y lo que deben de hacer para buscar este tipo de ayuda?
Sí, solo quiero decirles a las personas que estén escuchando
I just want to tell the people that are listening
que no están solos,
they're not alone,
que estamos aquí para ayudarles,
that they are here to help,
para servirles
to serve them,
y para brindarles una mano amiga.
and to give a hand, a friend, how can I say that? You know, like
A
a friend
friendly hand.
friendly hand. Yes.
Great. Well, I'd like to say thank you. You're passionate about this. I can see it in your eyes. I feel it in your heart. Thank you so much for sharing. We're glad you're here and that you're going to continue to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, Pedro, for helping us to translate both ways today.
I try.
Excelente trabajo.
I try. It's a little hard because, as you notice, right in the middle of the interview, she said something in Spanish, and I repeated in Spanish. That's the short circuit that sometimes people who try to speak two languages have.
Well,
So I apologize for any mistakes.
no problem. I admire it.
But this is great because somebody
See, she knows how to speak English.
in English and Spanish. This is really good. This is really good season for because understanding English and understanding Spanish, this information is bilingual.
Right.
It's,
This is
it's
good.
great. It was.
Yeah.
I learned actually. If you don't mind, I'm gonna steal her and I'm gonna take her to my show one of these days.
Good idea.
I'm gonna talk to her after this, and hopefully she accepts my invitation to go to my show because this is super important.
You're cheating.
It's okay, Pedro. You can steal her away.
Yeah.
Sounds
right
good.
after we're
Thank
done
you so
here.
much.
Thank you so
both
much,
so much. I
Melissa. Thank
appreciate
you,
it.
Pedro. Yeah,
Yeah.
so happy staying here and pleasure. Thank you for
It's
this
so
time.
great. Yeah. And remember out there, if there's someone you needs to reach out for help, there's always the hotline, 1-800-273-TALK. And we hope you have a great day. Take care.
The Reach for Hope Coalition wants you to know that we care about you and we are here to help. If you or someone you know is thinking about suicide, reach out. You're not alone. To access resources for yourself or others, visit our webpage at reachforhopeutah.org. That's reach, the number 4, hopeutah.org. If you are experiencing a crisis, please call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK because you matter and there is always hope.
This has been a production from a podcast studio.